back to another video. It's your girl Javiah with Gifted Hands by Javiah. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber and part of the Gifted family, welcome back, fam. Welcome back. Y'all, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make one of those viral t-shirts that's going crazy all over social media. It's the t-shirts that are being promoted for Valentine's Day, for boyfriends, for girlfriends, for husbands, wives, even pets. I done seen pets up there, and I've seen some that had children up there as well. But I'm going to show you how you can make your very own today using Canva and Cricut Design Space. This is the style that I'm going to show you how to make. And I absolutely love this style. There's a different style as well that have been going around, I've been seeing, but I actually really like this style as well, and I'm going to show you how to make it today. Now, this has been going crazy on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make my husband one, and I'm gonna need for him to wear this with some pride, okay? So this is what we're going to be making today. Now, the supplies that you're going to need for this material, for this project, is puff vinyl. So as you can see here, I did add puff vinyl to this design just to give it some oomph and a little bit of dimension. And I purchased my puff vinyl from Atlanta Vinyl Stores, and I will leave everything I use down below in the description for you. So please be sure to check it out, okay? I also used some white Caesar Easy Weed HTV, okay? White Caesar Easy Weed HTV. And then for the picture collage, I used the Caesar Easy Color DTV Media. Now, that is a printable vinyl that you can use with your standard inkjet printer. You do not need any specialty printers or any specialty inks to use this media. It is bomb.com. I did make a video and I did a review on this product a few months ago. I'll be sure to leave that video down below in the description for you to check out as well. And of course, you are going to need your garment. I am using 100% cotton garment by Hanes. And so with the Caesar Easy Color DTV, you can use that media on just about any kinds of garments: cotton, poly cotton, blends, nylon, polyester, dark fabrics, light fabrics, you name it, you can use that product on that garment. Okay, so that's another reason why I wanted to use Caesar Easy Color DTV today. I'm using my Cricut maker, and I'm using my 16x20 Styles Hydronics Auto Clam Heat Press. Because I'm going to be using puff vinyl, I do not recommend using a easy press iron or a handheld iron. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep stuttering. I do not recommend using those kinds of iron because puff vinyl requires pressure, lots of pressure. You want to make sure that you get that pressure right, so if you get the results like this, okay? So if this is something that you are interested in learning how to make, please stay tuned. If you find my content of any value, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving me a thumbs up, sharing my content with your friends and your family, and please be sure to turn on the bell for notifications so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's go. All right, y'all, so this is the t-shirt design that we're going to be making today, and I absolutely love it. I already told my husband that I'm making this for him, and he better wear this with pride, okay? So today I'm going to show you how I created this t-shirt design. So let's head back home to the home page, and the very first thing that I'm going to do is type in graphic t-shirt design in the search field. Oh, let me spell graphic right. And then I want to make sure that I'm selecting templates instead of my projects. And then I'm going to select enter. And this will bring up a bunch of graphic t-shirt designs created by other creators. And when I tell y'all, these creators are so creative, their designs are so dope. It is so many designs to choose from. It's a lot. And as you can see, look at this. 195,391 templates to choose from. So what I've done was when I found the design that I liked by a specific creator, I ended up following the creator so that it's easier for me to locate specific designs by that creator. So what I'm going to do is select creators you follow, and this is the creator's name, Temp Tackle. And I've worked with one of their templates before, and so I just ended up following them, and it just made my life so much easier when I need to look for something by them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search the templates by Temp Tackle right here, and I'm going to type in t-shirt design. And this will bring up all of Temp Tackle's t-shirt designs, and they fire. I ain't gonna hold you. I love their designs. So the design that I'm going to be using today is this one right here. You can select whichever one you want, but I'm going to use this one. And then here's the name. It's called Modern Typography Pop Culture T-shirt. Here's the dimensions that the template's in and the creator, Temp Tackle. Now, I am just going to select customize this template, and then I'm just going to exit where it says print your designs on quality t-shirts because that's what I'm going to do at home. All right. So what I'm going to do here is literally just replace these elements with the elements and the text that I wanted to say. So I'm just going to double click on artistic, and I'm going to type in the wife. Same for this one here with the outline. I'm going to double click that, type in the wife, and then same for this last one here. Now, right here where it has a picture, I'm going to replace this picture with a photo collage that I also created in Canva. I'm not going to show that step because literally all I've done was search templates in Canva, so photo collage templates, and I just dragged and dropped the photos that I wanted to use in that photo collage. And then I saved it to my downloads folder and then re-uploaded it back into Canva. So I'm going to go ahead and select uploads, and then this is my collage that I created in Canva. So I'm going to delete the old image and then replace it with mine. Okay, and it was so simple to make. The only thing that I will say is that my images were not black and white. I changed them into a black and white photo in Canva, so I will show that part. Let's add a new page real quick, and I am going to head back over to uploads, and then I'm going to select this photo. Hey me. So as you can see that this is a colored photo. What I'm going to do is select the photo and select edit image. I'm going to scroll down to where it says filters. I'm going to select see all, and then at the very bottom there's two types of black and white filters. There's a grayscale, and then there is street. I actually like the way street looks, so that was the filter that I used for my images. But if you wanted to use grayscale, you can actually select on this icon right here, and you can intensify your image. Okay, go back to filters, and you can do the same thing with the other street filter. You can increase the intensity of it. Okay, and I've done that with all of my photos, and I dragged and dropped them into the photo collage that I used in Canva, the template. Now I'm actually going to change this color to red because it's Valentine's Day and I want to use red. So I'm just going to head over here to the colors, and I'm going to select the brightest red. Now for this right here, I am going to be using puff vinyl for the red and then HTV for the rest of the text. So all of these texts right here, once I go ahead and change it, I'm going to be using HTV because these fonts are little, and HTV, in my opinion, just it cuts small text out really, really well. And then for the image, I'm going to be using Caesar Easy Color DTV, which is a printable vinyl. So now here, I'm going to just replace this with my own text, and I'm just going to go back to my original design and copy and paste that there. Let me go back because I deleted the entire text box. So I'm going to double click that and then copy and paste. And there we have that. Now from here, I am going to drag this element down. I'm actually going to keep this for my design because I think it's pretty dope. It adds some structure to it. And then over here, I'm just going to drag this down right next to it as well. And then I'm going to change this to "This love is forever." You can add whichever text or statement that you want. I'm just going to use this. And then from here, I'm going to duplicate this, okay? And I'm going to drag it right over here. And I'm actually going to decrease the size just a tad bit, all right? And then I'm going to change this to my name. And this is optional as well. Change this to my name, drag that over, make sure everything is nice and aligned. And then I'm going to duplicate that, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in the date that we started dating. Since 12/24/15. Yep, we made it official back in 2015, the day before Christmas. One lucky man, I tell you that. My husband is one lucky man. You know what? I ain't gonna say lucky, I'm gonna say blessed because I am a blessing, baby. Okay. And that's why he gonna wear this shirt with pride. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to head over here to elements, and I am going to search slash. I want a slash. I want to have a row of slashes, okay? I am going to select graphics, and I'm going to use this one. Now this one is for pro users. So if you're not a pro member, unfortunately, you will not be able to use this particular slash. You can probably find some on Google for free. I'm going to go ahead and change this slash color to white. And then I'm just going to make it really, 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 really small. Okay, so once I got the slash to the size that I want it to be, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. And then I'm going to align this up with the slash like so. And then I'm going to space it over about 6 to 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to probably make about 20 of these. So I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Once you're done, you should have something like this. I ended up increasing the size, the height of the slash, and this is what I have here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and y'all, we are literally completed with our design. Now, how I want this design to lay on the actual t-shirt is I want white to be slightly on top of my photo collage. I think that's a little too much, so let me just up this just a tad. I just want a little bit of it to cover the actual photo collage, and then everything else falls right on top. Now, I'm just going to select everything here and then make sure that it is aligned just like so. And y'all, we are done. How easy was that? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another page because now it's time to save the image. But the way that I'm going to save it is the way that I find makes my life easier because I'm going to import this design into Cricut Design Space, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select my collage and I'm going to drag it down right here like this, okay? And then I'm going to keep everything that's going to be cut out with my vinyl on one page, with my HTV on one page, And then I'm going to keep this on the page on its own, and I'm going to save them separately. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and select share. I'm going to download one page at a time. Make sure that I have a transparent background. Increase the resolution slightly, and then download. Then I'm going to do the same for page number 2 with the picture collage. Now I'm in Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to select new project. Now the very first thing that I'm going to do is select uploads, upload image, browse. I'm going to find my 2 t-shirt designs, which is this one. So I'm going to select the first one. I'm going to select complex. As you can see, it looks like nothing is there, but I'll show you on the next screen. It is a very thin outline of the white. Okay. And let's zoom in so that you can see. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. But if I zoom in, you can see the white outline there. Okay. And you can see the white text here. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and select apply and continue. And then from here, I'm going to select cut image because I'm going to be cutting this out with HTV. Okay, this is not going to be a printing cut. I'm going to cut this out with HTV. Then I'm going to select upload. Then I'm going to head back to upload image, browse, and then I'm going to upload the file with just the photo collage. I'm going to select complex, continue, and then here's our photo collage. So you see it just makes it so much easier to do it this way instead of pulling up the eraser tool and having to erase the photo collage. And I didn't want to do all of that. You can if you want, but I did not. This was easier for me. So I'm going to select apply and continue. And now this is going to be a print then cut image because I'm going to print this out on the Caesar Easy Color DTV and then have my Cricut cut it out. Select that and then upload. From here, I'm going to select on these 2 files and then add to Canvas. Here is our photo collage and then here is our text. Now, as you can see, this text imported into Design Space in black color. So black fill for the first, the wife, and then a black outline color for these 2 outlines here, along with these texts here at the bottom. But again, that's okay because we're going to be cutting it out with a specific color anyway. It's going to be white vinyl anyway. And this one is going to be a red puff vinyl. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to select shapes and I'm going to pull up a square. And let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to take my square, enlarge it, and then make sure that I'm covering the 2 outline text along with the text here at the bottom, because what I'm going to do is just slice the white, so the white that's going to be filled in with the red color, I'm going to slice that to make it its own individual element so that when it's time to cut it out with the puff vinyl, it'll be much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this out and then remove all of the slices that we no longer need. Okay, so as you can see, I have this and then I have this. Okay, just going to change that to red. So if I click on this, you can see that there's a large rectangle. That means when I cut this out with my white HTV, this negative space is going to be wasted essentially, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out so that this part of the t-shirt, so the text at the bottom, can be also a separate element. I should have done that in Canva, but it's all good. I'm just going to head over to shapes and grab a square, and then literally right underneath the last outline that says the wife, I'm going to enlarge the square, drag it down, and I'm going to make sure that I'm covering the text at the bottom. And then I am going to select this and then slice. I'm going to delete that box and delete all of the extra pieces that we don't need. And see, now I have this piece, and then this piece right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring in a t-shirt template to help me get a visual of how this is going to look on the back of the t-shirt. So I'm going to head over here to where it says templates, and then I'm going to type in t-shirt, and then I'm going to select classic t-shirt. Okay, and I'm going to use this as my guide. Now, my husband wears a size extra large, so I'm going to select the size to be extra large. And then the color of the t-shirt is going to be black. So I'm going to select where it says classic t-shirts, color, and then change it to black. And now here I can play around with the size that I will want this to be as well. And then being that this is a black outline, I'm just going to change it to white real quick just for visual purposes. And also it's going to be cut out with white anyway, so that way it's really hard to see, but that's okay. So again, I'm just going to just align everything up here on the shirts. Let's change this color to white as well.
Okay, y'all, so as I was trying to fit my design onto the t-shirt template, I was getting an error message basically saying that the two wife outlines were too large, and that rectangle, you see that rectangle right there, that was preventing me from doing everything. So I hid the t-shirt template and I took that rectangle and I sliced the wife outlines out individually, so now those two were separate elements. And then I just selected them both, and then I grouped them together, and then I ended up also attaching them as well. So then it just made this process so much easier. Then I went ahead and I deleted the sliced part, unhid the t-shirt template, and then I went ahead and continued to, resize the design and just get a more visual of how this would look onto the t-shirt.
All right, y'all. So this is what it's looking like. I know that it's really hard to see, so I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit, but this is how it's looking so far, and I think I am ready to go ahead and cut this out. So I'm going to zoom back out, hide the t-shirt, and then let's go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to select make. All right, so here are our mats. This is going to be printed with the Caesar Easy Color DTV. Please do not mirror your design. Even though the Caesar Easy Color DTV is a printable HTV, you do not mirror your image, okay? I'm going to scroll down and I am just going to move this object since it's by itself and it can definitely fit on the other mat. I'm going to move this and bring it to the mat where the other vinyls are, or where the other texts are that's going to be cut out with the HTVs, because it can fit. And I'm just going to drag it like so. And then I want to make sure that I maximize as much space as possible so I don't waste too much vinyl. And so I'm just going to rotate this and then drag this up next to the wife, just like so. And then remember, this needs to be mirrored. So I'm going to go ahead and select mirror here. Okay, so just make sure that you remember that now the puffs vinyl, the text that's going to be cut out with the puff vinyl is on the right hand side. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and select continue. I'm going to start off with my printing cut. This looks crazy right now, but don't worry, it's going to look regular when I send it to printer. The printer that I'm going to be using today is my Epson ET15000, so I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to add bleed and then use system dialog. I only need one copy, and then I'm going to select print. I'm going to be printing from my paper tray. My document size is 11 by 17 because that is the size of my Caesar Easy Color DTV media. I forgot to mention that. My orientation is going to be portrait. My paper type, I'm going to keep it at plain paper, but the quality, I'm going to select more settings and then increase it to the highest quality. Then I'm going to select OK. Then because my images are black and white, instead of printing in color, I'm going to select black grayscale. And then I'm going to go ahead and select OK and then print. I'm going to select browse all materials. And then in the search field, I'm going to type in printable. And then I'm going to select printable iron-on light, which is right here. And then select done. My pressure is going to be more. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that out when it's time. Now for the puff vinyl and the Caesar Easy Weed HTV, I'm just going to select the material to be everyday iron-on. My pressure is going to be more, and I'm going to turn on fast mode. Here is the photo collage, and as you can see, it cut off the registration mark, so I know for a fact that Cricut is not going to cut this out properly. So I'm just going to manually cut it with my paper trimmer. All right, y'all, so here I have my white Caesar HTV. I'm just going to place it down on my mat. Glossy side is facing down on the mat, and I'll line it up like so. Smooth it down. Got my brayer. Now remember, we're going to be placing the red puff vinyl on this as well. So we do have to cut this. And the red vinyl starts at the 11-inch mark. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it starts at the 11-inch mark. And it stops like around the 9-inch mark. So I'm just going to cut this strip. My cut is terrible. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Lord have mercy. Okay. And then I already cut out my puff vinyl. So this is the puff vinyl. And you're going to lay the matte side, so the colored side, down onto the mat like so. And I'm going to place it right here. Line that up. And if you forget where you place everything at, you can always go back to your computer or your laptop just to confirm, making sure everything is all good. Should I do it this way? And I cut this piece really crooked as well. And remember, these are mirrored, so you want to, pay attention to where you put that on this mat as well. Okay. All right, so our vinyl is finished cutting out, and y'all, I'm a little nervous about the small text, but everything else looks good. So let's see how this weeds. Pray for me.
Nope, the small text did not weed out nicely as I had hoped. The text was just a little too small. However, the larger text weeded like butter. I had no issues with weeding that out.
All right, y'all, and then here is the red puff vinyl, and let's see if it weeds good as well. And it does, y'all. Look at that. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all, so our vinyl didn't cut the small pieces out all that great, and so I think I'm going to scratch that. If I would have made this a little bit larger, I think we would have been good to go, but I don't think I want to cut this out again. We'll see. I might not, but yeah, this is how it looked. All right, y'all, so here we are at the heat press. I'm going to take this shirt that I used to test out different times and temperatures and pressures with my puff vinyl. As you can see, I got like a whole bunch of different stuff going on there, and I am just going to take a little piece of the red puff vinyl because I want to check the pressure, the time, and the temperature that I have it at. I have it at 270. I have my heat press at 275, and I'm going to press it for 10 seconds with firm pressure, okay? And I want to just make sure to see that if that's a good, you know, press time and temp. All right, and it did pretty good. I think I just had my pressure a little too firm, so I'm going to loosen the pressure and then try it again. All right, y'all, so I am satisfied with that time, temperature, and pressure. This is the puff here, and so now I'm going to take my black shirt. This is by Hanes. Okay, it's brand new. Peel this off, and I'm going to go ahead and crease the back so I can find the center point for the back. All right, y'all, so once I pre-press the shirt, I'm going to go ahead and thread it like so. Ensure that it's aligned so I can have a nice flat surface here. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my red puff vinyl. I'm going to fold it in half so I can get the center point, just like so. And then I'm going to align it up with the crease line that we made on our t-shirt. I don't want it too far down, so I'm going to bring this up slightly. Okay. And then I'm going to press it for 274, 275, 10 seconds firm pressure. All right. Let's hope and pray. Pressure is not there. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see. Woo. So, oh.
My phone died, y'all, and I didn't even realize it. So what I did was I just took the white Caesar HTV and aligned it up, pressed that down, removed the backing from the Caesar Easy Color DTV and pressed that at 275 for 15 seconds, and literally that is it.
Oh my goodness, y'all. This came out so nice. OMG. Do y'all see that puff? Woo, that puff just gives, baby. It takes this design to another level. Do y'all see that? OMG, I love it. Y'all, just look at this. This came out so nice, and the Caesar Easy Color DTV did its thing. But get into that puff though. That puff is puffing, okay? Yes, sir. I absolutely love this.
I went ahead and asked my husband to try this on for me so I could see how it looked, and it's fire. I love it, and I told him he better wear this with pride and a smile.
Alright fam, this concludes our video for today. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you like this? Are you going to be making this for Valentine's Day this year? I honestly think this is so dope. I do think that it may come out a little bit better with a DTF transfer. So if you have a DTF printer, this is going to be perfect for you. Only because the weeding part, and especially if you wanted to add that text at the bottom that I didn't add on my shirt. If you wanted to add that, it would be super cute to, you know, add that as well. However, this is still pretty dope. Pretty dope. Also, if you have a white toner printer, this is a perfect project to make with that as well. So, you know what I'm saying? I need to give me a white toner printer or a DTF printer for sure, but yes, vinyl is still essential. HTV is still essential. So we made this. All right, and let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, family, later.